bit. I usually get on here talking about how everybody else can't drive, and now here I am, not driving. I need to put my seatbelt on the right way. Boy, it's kind of been out lately. And the last thing I need is for one of them to try to get me. I'm going to do the race. I'm just playing. I can't do that. DM on deck can't race right now. Wow. My fault. That's kind of rude of me. What's good? It's Richh the artist. I want to stop shop in Greensboro, North Carolina. Just wanted to hop on real quick and talk about taking care of yourself, because that is a huge part of your journey. You know, it's a very key part, because obviously if you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to move along? How are you going to follow through to your vision? You know, you can't really do much if you can't do anything. If you're on bed rest because your body's decided to sit you down, all because you want to push yourself to your limits. You know, there has to be limits. You know, it's okay to push yourself here and there, but this is a marathon, not a race. If you trying to do a full sprint every mile, you're not gonna make it to the end, you know, or you'll make it there, but the race will be over. Ain't nobody gonna be there. That's that's not how it go. You gotta take your time with this, and you gotta take breaks here and there and take care of yourself, right? Take some time to sit down, sit back, relax a little bit, catch your breath, you know, okay, we're talking about a race. Don't sit down during the race, but slow down, pace yourself, you know? That's the better word. Pace yourself, because it's a long journey ahead. You know, this journey is a lifelong journey, and you know, I'm hoping that you have a long and prosperous life, as I do for myself. I hope to have a long, prosperous, wealthy life. I think I'm using that word right. But let's say it's a lot of words I'll be catching myself repeating. On this journey, like I said, it's important to pace yourself. You don't want to push yourself to your limit all the time, especially not physically. Like, you know, I know a lot of famous rich people say sleep less, work more. Yes, to some extent. After a while, your body will start feeling the effects. You know, like me, I'm being a little hypocrite right now. I'm door dashing right now. I'm not dozing off while driving, but if I hit one more red light, it might be lights out for me. But, you know, your body gonna sit you down for real if you don't take care of yourself. If you don't take care of your body the way you know you need to take care of it. Speaking of DoorDash, I do need to pick up this order. So just make sure you're pacing yourself on this journey, so that way you can enjoy what you're working for. You know, it doesn't make sense if you're working this hard now, working hard every day, just not to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's working backwards. Like, what? Not working as hard and not be able to do anything with it. The order ain't ready yet. So, got the physical aspect out the way. On the mental side, you know, take mental breaks here and there to just regroup yourself, you know, get your head back together, because it can get kind of crazy. You know, you working, and not taking time to look at how far you've come. You know, you got to take some time to appreciate your growth, even though you're not at the end goal. You know, you still passed a few checkpoints. Take a break at those little checkpoints, sip some water, look back at how far you've come along in this marathon. You know, of course, it's a long ways to go. It's supposed to be. Like I said, it's a lifelong journey. If you could see the goal right there, that's the real problem. You should always be growing, always moving forward. But take some time to look back at how far you've come in this journey. Give yourself rewards that help you to move forward in this journey. You know, a lot of people oftentimes give themselves something that just feels good but doesn't really do anything for you. You know, it's not an investment in yourself. It's just expense that feels nice. Who got this drone out here? Hello. I don't know if the drone, where the camera? Who on the drone? What you doing, dude? It's the CIA, they trying to get me. Only the rich break the cycle. But yeah, take some time to give yourself trophies for your achievements. I'm a victim of this too, you know. I tend to, every time I record my phone dying, I tend to, dang, I don't got my charger. Goodness. But yeah, I'm a victim of this too. I tend to just work and work and work and work, trying to get to that end goal. And you know, I don't take a lot of time to kind of look back at my accomplishments. But that can be real helpful in your journey, because it, like I said, it's a marathon. If you just running all this ways and you realize how far you got to go, you gonna start stressing like, dang, I might as well just stop right here. I can't do this. But like, you look at how far you've come, and you're like, oh, yeah, I can do this. This ain't that bad. You know, it takes some time to remind yourself what you're capable of. And that can look like many different things, you know. But I will say, I think I mentioned it, reward yourself for something that is an investment in yourself, you know. Reward yourself for something that pushes you along in your journey, you know, on the metaphor of it being a marathon, you know. Take a while to gift yourself some new shoes. Your shoes are a little worn out. Get you something that'll help you keep running more comfortably. Something that'll give you more of a reason to keep going forward, versus just getting something that is like, you know, like if you're running, it wouldn't make sense to get yourself a 5-course meal. That's a silly metaphor, but you know, I hope that paints a little picture. In the sense of fitness, a lot of people have cheat meals, and there's not necessarily nothing wrong with that in you know, in the sake of rewarding yourself. But when it comes to you know, the journey, it's kind of counterproductive to reward yourself with something that undoes all the work that you've just done. You know, something that doesn't cater to your vision. How's it going? But it just wouldn't make sense to reward yourself with something that undoes all the work that you've done. You got to make sure you are pouring back into yourself. I got to make this quick because I think I said in this one, my phone is dying. And it's like 20 minutes away from my crib. I got to get used to this recorder stuff, because I don't ever be prepared for real. I'll be out of storage, my phone be dying. There's people out here can't drive. Anyways, you know, get yourself some trophies that, like I was saying with the vision board, you know, you want to surround yourself with things that push you forward, things that remind you of your purpose, and things that remind you of what you're capable of. You don't really want to invest too much time and money into something that pushes you backwards, you know, that takes you back a few steps on your journey. Because like I said, this is a marathon. We got a long way to go. Every step counts. We don't want to be moving backwards. So, you know, when you are rewarding yourself, even if it's with clothes, you know, look at brands like Only the Richh, you know, ran by a pretty cool dude, if I say so myself. But the whole message behind the brand is wealth and freedom, right? The whole purpose of the brand is to push you, to inspire you to achieve those goals that you have set for yourself, you know, those goals that help you reach freedom, because that looks different for everyone else. Those goals that help you reach your full potential. It's an exclusive lifestyle for those who choose to break the cycle. You know, that cycle of settling for less, that cycle of whatever's holding you back from your dreams, whatever's holding you back from your full potential. The whole purpose of my brand is to just break limits, to break yourself free, right? On top of that, I do custom clothes. So if you want to get your own quote on something, I can do that. You know, there are other brands like me out there, but a lot of people, they want to go spend money on Gucci. Gucci don't care about you. Saint Laurent don't care about you. A lot of these other brands, they don't care about you getting that stuff. There's people out there who are motivated by dropping a lot of money, you know, more power to you. But for me personally, I think it makes more sense to have something that is a more literal representation of your goals and where you're trying to get in life. I hope you can hear me. I just realized my window was down. But like, you know, something that literally is pushing you along in your journey, something that you look down at and have no choice but to realize where you're heading, where you're trying to go, you know, something that lets you know what you've done, something that lets you know, hey, there's no one like you. This piece is for you specifically. No one else can get this. This is a life that only you can live. You got to step up and take it. You got to put this shirt on. See how I did that? You got to put it on. You know, you got to step up and wear this. This is yours. Only you can achieve this look, right? One of one type stuff. It's a lot of ways out there that you can reward yourself. You know, whatever works for you works, but I encourage getting yourself something that can actually be a trophy. Like I said, something that you can actually look back on and be like, I got to get back to it. This is a journey, a long journey, but you can make it. I promise you. Dang, 10%. All right. Like athletes. I bet a lot of athletes out there still have some of their first trophies from games when they were like in grade school. You know, because you look back and it motivates you to that first win. It motivates you to keep going forward. You look back at it and it's like, yeah, I can do this. I could do that then. I can still do that now. Even better, right? It's like, it's a checkpoint. It's a milestone. It's a stepping stone, you know? It's something that you gotta climb over every time to make sure that you are progressing in your journey. Just reinvest in yourself as much as you can. You know, there's no better reward than that. You know, something to help you go further in your journey more efficiently, with more joy and more motivation than ever. It doesn't really get much better than that. So whatever you do to make sure, whatever you do to reward yourself, make sure it does make you feel good, but also make sure it's not taken away from all the work you've done. You know, you've come too far to take steps backwards. So make sure you're taking care of your mental. Make sure you keep your head on straight and looking towards your goal. Implement things in your life that keep you looking that way and keep your head up, because it can get overwhelming. Like I said, it's a marathon and it's a long one, but it's worth it in the end. So do what you got to do to make sure you see it through. I'm out. My phone gonna die. Y'all be safe out here. Take care of yourselves. I'll see y'all in the next one. I appreciate you for watching. And it's getting dark. Yep. Till the next time. Door dashing, but always repping.